Soup. Sim labs together. Wasn't too bad to get the monitors lined up. Went with the 120 degree. A lot of these reviews of the SimLab triple mount don't show you the back mechanics of how this adjustment works. 100 millimeter base mount, that went in easy to the monitor, and it's hanging in a little cradle with this set screw, or I guess set bar, slotted down into a cavity with some adjustment screws on either side to shimmy the monitor left and right, and then the master screws to adjust height on left and right. So you can tilt the monitor like this. The only thing you can't do is tilt the monitor easily like this. But if they're all hanging the same, that shouldn't be an issue. It's more about getting them perfectly level along the top. Quick tip, saw this, I don't know where I captured this idea from. See that small little air gap? For one, it can be closed if this is pulled in correctly, but anything that remains slightly, take a piece of black electrical tape, run it down the back side in that cavity, and that would seal it up and make it completely black. What else? Got the SimiCube mount somewhat roughed up. It will be another layer of or stiffening frame on the back side here going down to the mount. But given how it is, just hanging in that condition with the single 2020s, fairly impressed at how rigid and stable it is to the unit itself, but am concerned about the overall wobble, so probably going to be anchoring this with 3/8 concrete anchors into the concrete to keep everything nice and rigid. And the biggest elephant in the room is the rig and at least all the motion components. It's a tough decision to take this down for a month, not be able to race for a month, but it's worth it. Complete rebuild. This is going in the garage on the operation table, and we're doing everything right. Up to this point, it's been mostly prototyping and understanding how things work and getting things to work in a conceptual way, and this jankness that exists everywhere on this thing is going to disappear. That is the formal plan. Overall, the unit is now going to still operate with the same degree of freedoms, traction loss, heave, sway for the seat, which is individual. I do have another ball screw now. Not ignoring the master surge, there'll be a local surge on the pedal plate, moving the entire pedal plate, the P2000s, which should allow me to micro adjust for maybe an ABS effect. So yeah, there's active pedals, but in a real car, if ABS is activated, the entire car shakes because of the pulsing hydraulic fluid going through the brake lines on all four tires, or depending on the bias, it could be in front only, but whatever. The whole car shakes, so therefore the whole pedal plate should be shaking, not the individual pedals. Including, you might add some knee extension effect to simulate acceleration, very slightly, an inch or two, that you're being thrown back into the seat. So that's going to be an experiment there. In order for the heave to work, though, you see that the old mount point is now in conflict with the bottom of the monitors. So this will be cut off right below that grommet hole, which was used to take power and data up the shaft out of that grommet hole there to connect to the wheel unit, which isn't needed anymore because now the monitor cables are going to run up the sides of the monitors and into the back on its own without having to ride along on the motion sim. What else? What else? Oh, I did get a little bit fooled here.